Hello everyone, this is Brooke and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Hope you're all having a wonderful early spring so far. I am. It's getting nice around here. The weather's picking up and we're finally fully out of winter. Love it. And we're in May. That means we just left April and it's time for me to review my favorite products that I loved that month. And I always talk about the top 5 beauty products, and this time I'll share with you what I loved in April. So here we go. The first product I fell in love with this month was my e.l.f. Moisturizing Foundation Stick. I believe I showed you this in a haul recently where I picked up all 8 colors that they recently launched for my makeup kit. And I also picked up an extra one for myself in my own skin tone, which happens to be the color Almond. And the first thing I noticed when I bought this or tried it on was that the color is a dead match for my skin tone. It blends in perfectly. And so all I do is I just put a foundation on directly from the stick. You could also do a beauty blender if you wanted to, but it works so well just applying it directly from the stick. And then I go and just smooth it in with my fingers. It is that creamy and that blendable where you can do it with your fingers. You can do it with a foundation brush or a beauty blender if you want to, but lately, quite honestly, I've been running late every morning in April, so I'm going for as quick, as easy as possible, and just moving it in with my fingers has been working very well for me. I do want to say that if you use this foundation, you want to blend it in very well, and then you also want to set it as much as you can. Now by setting, I mean use a setting powder, like I use MAC MSF or the e.l.f. High Definition Translucent Setting Powder. And then you want to also use a nice setting spray at the end of putting on your makeup. And I use Urban Decay's All Nighter Setting Spray, because it does transfer a little bit onto your hands if you touch your face or on your phone. Sometimes when I talk on my phone, I see a little bit of the makeup on my phone. Now that happens naturally with any foundation, but I just think, and I might be crazy, I just think that I noticed it happening a little bit more with this foundation. But since I loved it so much, I couldn't stop using it, so I just made sure I set it very well. So this is great. Moisturizing Stick Foundation. Love that. The other thing I love this month is the polish I had on my pedicure, and I was using this Marc Jacobs polish. Looks like that. It's in the gorgeous little bottle, and the color is beautiful, and it is number 118, color Wee, O-U-I, Wee, and it's gorgeous. Now I had this applied for me at the nail shop, so I'm not terribly familiar with the formula, but the cap does come off like this, and you apply it with the smaller cap inside, making it much more easier than using this big hunky thing. But when I made the swatch for it, the swatch stick using this, I noticed that the formula is very thick and creamy, but it's not too thick. It applies one coat very well, let it dry, go on with your second coat, you're good to go. The other thing I noticed, and if you have this nail polish, please let me know if you notice the same thing too, but it smells good. It's got just a tiny little hint of that, nail polish smell, but then it also has like a floral or something to it, but it smells good when I was using it to make the swatch. So I was like, oh, I want to get some more of those. And it seems like it's really good polish. Definitely lasted a long time on my toes, and it looks really good. Another thing I like about it is that it reminds me of this year's Pantone color Radiant Orchid, because it's just this beautiful orchid lavender pinky color, and it's just gorgeous, and it's really nice to look down on when you're wearing sandals. So that's what I had on my pedicure. On my lips most days I had a lipstick by MAC, and it is called Heavenly Hybrid, and I recently hauled that, and it is from the Fantasy of Flowers collection, and it looks like this. Again, it's got that Radiant Orchid kind of look to it, which is really attractive to me this season, and it is what I'm wearing right now, although the lights always wash out my lipstick, so I'll swatch it for you right here. It looks like that. It's beautiful. It goes with a lot of things that I wear. It's got the, you know, the lavender, but the pink undertones. It's a luster finish, so it's never going to be overly pigmented. It's just going to give you a nice little wash of color that is very buildable, so you can build it up to the level that you want without feeling like you have way too much lipstick on. So that's what I love as far as lipstick. And then something for my eyes that I've been using and I haven't mentioned before, but I do see it a lot on YouTube, are the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. And specifically, I've been loving the color Ice Mocha. I do have about, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 colors. And I use this primarily as a base coat. On some days when I don't feel like using other things that I require, you know, a brush for, this is really nice to take out and just quick go over my eyes with and then blend out with my fingers. Gives me a nice base coat. It blends very well, and it also helps my eyeshadow adhere better and stay on longer. So like I said, this color is called Ice Mocha, and it's a nice frosty color. That's what it looks like. So it's pretty much skin tone for me, and so I can put it on, blend it out, and then I have a nice base to work with for my eyeshadow. Now, as far as eyeshadow goes, I've really been loving another new palette. I am becoming a palette junkie, if you haven't noticed. I've gotten several so far this year. And my newest one was one I picked up at Ulta recently. They were having a 20% off sale for some reason. I don't know. But I was there, and it's the only place that you can get this around me now. So I went ahead and did it. And what I'm talking about is my Lorac Pro palette. Love, love, love this palette. First of all, I'll show you the inside. It does have a mirror, and most importantly, the colors, though, are beautiful. It has the shimmer shades on the bottom, and on the top are all matte shades. And I have really been loving the looks I make with this palette. I am wearing it right now today, and it gives me a nice neutral smoky eye, which is appropriate for the office, appropriate for church, and then something I can jazz up. There's colors in here to play it up or play it down depending on what else you're doing. So I've been using the colors on my lid. I use the color Pewter. And then on my transition color over my crease, I use Sable. And then on my crease and outer corner, I've been using Espresso. And then on my highlight, I've been using Champagne. And right underneath my eyelid, or under my lower lid, I've been using a combination of Espresso and a tiny bit of black to smudge underneath my lower lash line. And that's been pretty much my go-to look this month. And I just love, love, love this palette. Something I really love about it is that the colors are very, very pigmented and smooth. The other thing I like is there's hardly any fallout. Now, you've seen before, I've mentioned that I love my Naked 3 palette, and I've loved my chocolate bar palette, but compared to those two, this one practically has zero fallout. And I love that because, you know, you're getting ready, you don't want to make a mess, you don't want to get shadow over your, you know, your rest of your makeup, so it really helps. And I love it so much that yesterday I was at Kohl's and I saw that they had the little baby palettes like this that contain the colors that I like. The Espresso, the Pewter, and the nude color, and I can make a nice little eye look with this, and it's something that I can throw in my purse, throw in my travel bag, and take with me. And I know that these are good quality colors, and it, you know, first of all, it's so tiny that I loved it, and I had to have it, and it just, you know, it's something that I can take on the go with me. So got this one, it's my favorite, and then I got this one just for fun and for traveling. And those are the 5 favorite products that I've loved this month. Thank you so much for watching. Please, please let me know what your favorite products are and that you've been loving this month, and let me know if there's anything I need to check out. I will see you soon with another video, and thank you so much. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more. Thanks. Bye-bye.